Hey everyone, welcome to today's Program Yourself Thin podcast. Today we are talking about, are you waiting to lose weight? Are you waiting till the new year? Till after Thanksgiving? Till after 4th of July? Till after school's over? Till work calms down? What are you waiting for, right? Because if you are waiting, there's no judgment here, but let's reflect on why. Because the fact that you're waiting and the fact that you even consider waiting to be a good idea at the moment really shows why traditional weight loss doesn't work for most people, right? Because the reason you're waiting is because what you believe you need to do is really hard and difficult and overwhelming, and you don't want to do it. You don't have the time, energy, or focus to do it now. I gotta think about gifts. Oh, the holidays are coming. You think all or nothing. So you think, oh, I'm gonna go through the holidays and not eat any cookies, not drink anything. No way. I'll wait till after. And so it is this time of year, especially, but when you're waiting in general, that really reveals the core reason why you're struggling with your weight. And it is that your method for how you believe you need to lose weight is so strict and so difficult and so overwhelming and so all or nothing that you're avoiding it. You refuse to do it. And so I hope that you take a moment to reflect on this and realize the real solution is not to wait and expect and hope for some magical moment when all of a sudden you can be absolutely perfect with everything and jump in 100% being perfect with all of it. And instead to realize what you need is a plan that's comfortable, a plan that's not overwhelming, a plan that you want to do now, a plan you don't want to wait to start because you want to feel good now. And the plan makes you feel good now and leads to weight loss. This is the real solution. This is the ultimate solution for you. Okay. So again, I'm laid out in stark contrast. You can either wait and hope for the perfect moment when you're all of a sudden able to do everything perfect, or you can start to change how you're thinking about this and start doing something today, something little. Well, yeah, but doing something little is not going to help me lose the weight. I got a lot of weight to lose. Well, everything starts with one small step. It's corny and cliche, but on the other hand, it's absolutely true. And you got to stop thinking this way. The diet industry is conditioning you to think of, if you're going to do the diet, I'm going to do 100% perfect. But the 100% perfect is the exact thing that's keeping you from not wanting to start it. I challenge you. If that's not the case, then start today. And you're not going to, because you don't have the energy, the focus, the motivation to commit that highly to it. And so you'll wait and wait and wait and wait. And your weight will continue to be your weight. So these are the options that are in front of you. You know, you either continue to wait for this perfect magical day to arrive, or you learn from the past. You recognize that the ways you've had to think about losing weight are so extreme and unpleasant that you avoid them and decide, you know what, from now on, I'm only going to lose weight comfortably. And I'm going to lose weight comfortably by doing small, little, comfortable things along the path of weight mastery. And this is the choice that's always yours. And if you want some support along that path of taking small systematic changes to create amazing results, then go click the link in my bio, go to Program Yourself Thin, get the free hypnosis session I give you, and watch the video I made for you, read the emails I send you. I'm here to help you out. So I hope this helps you out, and I wish you the best with your journey, whichever path you end up taking. So how's everyone doing? If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask them. Hey, Jen, how's it going? Hi, Jim. So close to my goal, less than 2 pounds. Very exciting, scary reality. Feeling more optimistic than when I was at this weight a year ago. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yes. Thank you, Jen. Jen says, seriously, if you're on the fence, do it. I've never left an Amazon review, but will happily tout Jim and his amazing system. Well, thank you, Jen. I really appreciate you saying that. And I'm excited for your results, and I'm excited for the way you've achieved them so that you can actually not only get good results, but live at them, you know, maintain them. And what you brought up is something that's so important, you know, and it's one of those things dieters never really consider or think about. But the process of actually transforming into the person you want to be is a scary one. You know, it is. To become a different version of yourself, even if it's the thinner, happier version of you, is still scary, because becoming someone new requires that you say goodbye to someone old. And we have loyalty and connection and comfort with who we were. So this idea that we're going to be this new version of ourselves is again, in Program Yourself Thin, is part of the process in of itself. Do you not think your self-image and your identity should be paid attention to at all during this process? So anyways, professional killjoy. I love how safe PYT is for those triggered by numbers but don't want to just give up on health. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that. Yeah. It's again, programming yourself thin is really not focused on the numbers. It is like, again, my main goal for all my clients is to lose weight. Number one thing I want for you. However, the way that you make that happen a lot of times, ironically, is by not fixating on the weight. I know it sounds weird. And so we focus on a lot of subtle other factors that affect your weight. Again, your moods, your motivation, your self-image, your emotions, your thoughts. These are all the things that are truly driving your weight. And it's not just oh, okay. Yeah. Jen says that. So yeah, about becoming the new version of you. Been dieting, Jen, for 30 years, knew me for only a few months. Yeah, exactly. And I think another psychological concept to kind of illuminate here is that a lot of dieters subconsciously, you approach weight loss as a process of doing less. Like you're like, okay, I overeat ice cream and I eat this thing and I do this. And you think about, okay, to me to lose weight, I got to stop doing those things. And so you primarily think about weight loss as a process. I got to stop doing things. And what you don't realize though, is that the flip side of stopping to do things is learning to do things. Do you understand? So it's like, oh, I'm going to stop eating ice cream at night. Okay. Well, what are you going to do instead? You know, your dieters frame things in terms of, well, I do this bad thing and I'm going to stop doing it. And so the whole process is one of creating a vacuum, basically. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to stop thinking that. I'm going to stop being that way. I'm going to stop feeling that. Okay, well, what are you going to do? What are you going to feel? What are you going to think? And there you find you have a vacuum. You don't know. You don't know what you want to do. You don't know what you're going to think. This is your problem. You have no programming subconsciously to live at your goal weight. You have programming of how to be overweight, and you know how to fight against that when you're on a diet, but you have no idea how to automatically and naturally live as a thin, healthy person. And the only way to make that happen, in my opinion, is you've got to create a shift in your mindset. I don't know how else you would do it. And I think about this a lot. So if you have any suggestions on how to do it another way, please let me know. That's funny. It's funny stuff. But yes, where are we? Yeah. Oh, K-Dill, how's it going? Haven't caught one of your lives in ages. Nice to see you back again. Yeah, I feel like I haven't been doing them. Well, thank you. Thank you for the little heart. Well, there's Nura. Just dropped in to tell you, fit comfortably into a size 2 dress on Sunday. Congratulations, Nura. Nura's in the program. So yeah, nice job. You get a hold of your mind. Oh, and Gym AI is amazing. All right. I love to hear that. Gym AI is amazing. It is insane. And this is the week where it starts to get unleashed on the world a bit, in my world. Thank you, Melissa, for the rose. But yeah, first will be Program Yourself Thin people. Their customers, you'll get a trial of that this week. And I got a specific way you can use it that I'm going to guide you through. But this Gym AI is nuts. What Gym AI is, it's a AI clone of me. Okay. And what that means is I have uploaded, as of last count, over 12 million words that I've spoken through my podcast, through my coaching calls, through my trainings, all into this AI digital brain. And you can work with it 24/7. It's amazing. And so it's exciting because what this allows me to do is have Gym AI take you through the program. That's the most amazing piece. So, exciting news for anyone already in Program Yourself Thin is that Program Yourself Thin, I'm actually redoing the trainings. I've been redoing them the last couple of months, and I'm going to I do this kind of every year. It seems like every December, I like to kind of polish up what I've been working on all year. But it will be for people who have gone through the program. You'll have an option if you choose to go through it again with Gym AI. There will be an option there. And then PYT Thrive members will get access to that. And should have access to it now, but that'll be another way. But it's crazy. It is crazy. So you can chat with it. You can talk to it on the phone. It sounds exactly like me. And there's a video version coming. And so again, that'll be something my clients will be able to use. I'm really glad you said that, Nura. Yeah, Jen says, I can't wait to meet him. And I know one other thing I'm just working on, it took a little bit of thought. Program Yourself Thin Thrive. So just ignore me if you're not Program Yourself Thin, just ignore what I'm saying for 1 second here. But anyone who has been in the mastery program, you can join PYT Thrive. And I know that there was an offer I put out last week with Jim AI. I'm actually breaking that down. I am getting rid of the Program Yourself Thin Club. And I know some people are sad about that. But I just realized I can't. PYT Thrive's my ongoing. That I only have one. I can't. I'm diluting things. But the prices come down. So you will have an option where it's just PYT Thrive for $47 a month. And so I know that's more than what the club was, but you're getting a lot more. You're getting daily, hypnosis sessions in the morning, the weekdays. The trainings are going to be better. They're going to be new, and they're going to be more directly for you who's gone through the mastery program. It's going to bring a piece of that in. There's live classes. And like I said, if you want to add on Gym AI, you'll be able to do that as well. But anyways, I just want to let people know, because I know some people were worried about that. I apologize for the club thing, but I will all catch you, again, if the money thing is too much, you shoot me an email and I will work with you. So I will be here to kind of continue moving you forward if you choose to. But that's what's going on with that. Anyways, just want to let people know that, because I know I've heard a couple things from that. What's up, Katie? What's up, Marcy? Hi, Jim. Speaking of starting today, can you restart my 8-week emails? Yes, Marcy, but make sure you email me, because I will never remember here. And if you email me, the chances of me doing it go way up. So yes. K. Dill, election stress, grief, and lots of personal bad luck have knocked me off the wagon of clean eating. Yeah, I get it, but again, that's no big deal. I've eaten like shit the past week. I was just reflecting on that last night. Not a big deal. Again, the biggest thing I can say is that that's life. Life's going to always have certain things that knock you off track. And as I always say, the number one skill of weight mastery is the ability to get back on track quickly. It's not to be perfect, because you can't be perfect. So the key thing is to be able to get back on track fast, when you get off track. And you always get off track. Always. What's up, Julie? So yeah, so no big deal. I get what a lot of happens to a lot of dieters is they're doing great, and then all of a sudden something throws them off track, and now they spend all their time beating themselves up for getting off track, as if there was a possibility they would never get off track and they should just stayed perfect the whole time. Well, it's not a possibility. Not really. Not long term, anyways. No way. You're not going to be perfect. So there's that. Jennifer says it's harder emotionally when you've lost it before and gained it back. Habits are so hard to break. Agreed. I mean, that's literally why I do this every day for free, because it's the people that have lost a lot of weight a couple times and put it all back on. And to all of you, I say, the problem is in the beginning. Your starting point is you just want to lose weight, but that's not really your goal. I know you think it is, but it's not. And the sooner you realize that's not your goal is not just to lose weight. You've all lost weight and put it back on. Are you happy you lost weight, or are you mad you put it back on? So the goal is not to lose weight. It's to live at your goal weight. Totally different thing. And you're never focusing on that goal. All you said, I just want to lose weight. And I said, well, what are you going to do once you lose weight? I'll figure it out then, Jim. Well, no, you won't. Stats say no, you won't. Your experience says no, you won't. So maybe when you start your fucking journey, you might want to start with a different destination in mind. Maybe. No? Okay. Then keep focusing on weight loss. I don't know what to tell you, but again, it's really important, I think, that we realize you've got to set your mindset up for success right from the very first step. And the very first step is not just to lose weight as quick as possible, but to get to your goal weight and then live there the rest of your life on your autopilot. Who would argue that's not a way better goal? And who would argue that you've never had that goal ever in your life? You've been programmed for failure, folks, by the diets. Well, why, Jim? I thought diets want to help me lose weight. No, they don't. The diets, all the big diets are owned by big food companies. Weight Watchers was owned by Heinz. Jenny Craig was owned by Nestle. Atkins Food Products is owned by the same company that owns Amiens Pretzels and Cinnabon. Slim Fast is owned by the same company that owns Ben & Jerry's ice cream. These companies do not want you to lose weight long term. They do not want you to eat less of their products. You can argue with me? You think your diet's great? Then what's the problem? Oh, it's you? You got no self-control? Is that the problem? Because that's not the problem. You've been sold a big line of bullshit. What's up, Carol? Carol says, I just want to be stronger and healthier. I just want to be stronger and healthier. I will tell you a little secret that I use. When someone says the word just, I usually find that to be a concerning word, because you don't just want to be stronger and healthier. If you just want, like because listen, changing your weight is a big undertaking. Using my program, dieting, no matter what you're going to do, changing behavior is work and takes effort. And so right from the beginning, you better be super motivated. Now, this always gets to the very first problem dieters experience is that you're not really motivated. No, you're not. You weigh what you want to weigh. You don't even want to lose weight, most likely. Like literally don't want to lose weight, A. B, you weigh what you want to weigh. How do I know that? Because you're in control of your eating. And you keep eating in a way that keeps you at the weight you're at. How do you describe it? Are you powerless? Can you not control your arms and your hands? Now I know I'm joking. I'm simplifying it. I get that. But at the end of the day, you've got to reclaim your power. You're in control. And I'm letting you know, believe it or not, I don't care. But after doing this for 20 years professionally, I have not seen an exception where someone does not weigh what they want to weigh. And you say, well, but Jim, I want to lose weight. I get it. You want to lose weight, but you know what you want more than that? If you're not losing weight, you want to keep eating the same and living the same as you are. You want to lose weight, but you want to keep eating and living the same way more. Tell me that's not true. Whatever. And so I just want to be stronger and healthier is probably not going to get the job done. Stronger and healthier means almost nothing to your subconscious mind. I just want to be stronger and healthier. Well, how long have you not been stronger and healthier? 20 years, 30 years? The rest of you aren't off the hook, right? How long have you been saying, I just want to lose weight. I just want to lose weight. Oh, really? You just wanted to lose weight for what? 30 years and you haven't done it? Maybe that's not enough motivation. Right? I mean, motivation's a real clear-cut thing. It's not, you can't sit here and tell, no, Jim, I'm really motivated. No, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you say. I would never measure your motivation by what you told me. And I think people jerk themselves around by getting confused. Just because you can say all of these words does not mean you're actually motivated. I check your motivation by what you do. Motivation's a very clear-cut thing. If you say you want to lose weight, but then you eat a lot of calories to prevent you from losing weight, then I know what you really want to do. What you're really motivated to do is eat that amount of calories. If all of a sudden you reduce your calories and start eating healthy, then I know you want to eat less calories and you really want to lose weight. Pretty clear. You don't have to make it too confusing. Yeah. But it is hard when you gain it back. That's a tough one. But yeah, I just want to be stronger and healthier is probably not going to do the job. And so I would assume, do I want to be strong and healthier at my weight? Yeah, sure. But I could just go on for hours about why I want to live at the weight I live at. And primarily it's like, I want to live as long as I can. My dad died at 54 of a heart attack. So that's a real motivation for me. I want to have the best quality of life while I'm here as I get older. But even right now, I want to wake up each day with energy. I want to be clear-minded, focused. I want to be able to run the business I want to run. I want to be able to be the dad I want to be, the husband I want to be. All the things in life that I want to do revolve around me being at the weight I want to be and eating the way I want to eat. So it's not just, I just want to fit into my skinny jeans. Okay, well, I already know that's probably not going to work for you. That's probably not enough motivation. So again, I just want to be, and then you're not doing it. Yeah, that's not enough motivation. You've got to boost that up. Hope that helps. What's up, Julie? Julie says, I want to feel healthy and energetic and look good in my clothes. Maybe meet a nice guy for the holidays. Heyo. Now that's a much better goal. Julie's in the program though. So again, we go through this because you dieters think you can just rely on your motivation. I don't know why. Why would a dieter think you could rely on your motivation? It's gotten you the results you've gotten so far. So why would you keep relying on the same level of motivation that's got you shitty results? Is that weird to say? I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. Jen says it's such a hard pill to swallow, but once you accept it, really impactful. Of course it's impactful because it gives you back control. If you keep telling yourself, I want to lose weight more than anything in the world, and you don't, then what happens? You keep telling yourself, doesn't matter what I want. I can't get it. I'm powerless. I want something more than anything in the world and I'm not getting it. I'm powerless. I'm doing everything right, Jim, and I'm not losing weight. No, you're not. And B, that makes you feel powerless. And let me guess, folks, do you feel powerless with your weight? Have you been thinking about losing weight for decades now and it's not happening? And are you feeling powerless? You are. So let's identify that and recognize that. I'm letting you know the reason you feel powerless is because the only tool you got to lose weight is dieting, or surgery or medicine, but it's basically dieting if you're really going to do it yourself. And it's a shitty strategy. If you don't believe me, then why do you think you're getting the results you're getting? Because you're broken and everyone else is doing great? Because that's not true. 95% of people fail on the diet. 72% of the population is overweight or obese. So no one's getting good results with a diet. Wake the fuck up with the diet thing. Stop blaming yourself. When something fails 95% of the time, it's not you. It's the strategy. Dieting is a horseshit strategy for keeping your weight off. Julie says, my clothes are already bigger and I do have more energy. That's awesome. I love it, Julie. And something else, I just want to make this quick point. Then Julie says, I want to feel healthy and energetic and look good in my clothes. Maybe meet a nice guy for the holidays. That's what I mean. Like that's a better goal because it means more. There's more meaning to it. And the other piece of that, what I think of programming yourself then so far beyond just what you look like is who you are. So again, it's not about if I think you should get in a relationship, but I don't give a shit. But what I seek to do with Program Yourself, then the people I work with, is to show you a real practical way to become the best version of yourself. I always describe Program Yourself then as weight loss wrapped in personal development. It's not just about losing weight. It's about becoming the best version of yourself possible so that you start thinking bigger than just what the scale says. You start thinking of yourself when you're thriving, when you're living healthier, when you're eating healthier, when you start feeling better, when you start looking better. All of these things turn you into a better version of yourself. And that better version of you lives a different quality of life. And that's what I want for you. That's my big goal. I want you to lose weight and look better, but that's like that much of it. I want you to be better. I want you to be a better version of yourself. I want you to be a more successful parent, a better, more successful partner, a better, more successful employer or entrepreneur, whatever you do in your life, a better version of it. Because it's not the weight, it's not how you look that I give a shit about. It's how you feel. It's the chronic feeling like shit directly because of what you're constantly putting in your mouth, how you're living, and what you weigh. It's probably one of the biggest drags on your quality of life that exists. And that's why it's so serious to me. It's not just about wearing a skinny bathing suit. There's just more to it than that. So, Hannah says, can you please tell us more how to stop waiting for the perfect day to start? Yeah, that's easy. Because again, you got to understand that we learn through contrast, right? So waiting for the perfect day to start, that's part of you got to look at the whole equation here. When you're looking for the perfect day to start, the reason why you're looking for the perfect day is because you're looking for the perfect day to start a really strict, difficult plan. You're looking for the perfect day to change everything all at once. Do you understand? You have to understand this piece because it's the reason you want to lose weight, right? You want to start losing weight right away, right? Yeah, of course. So why are you going to wait to start losing weight? It's obvious because what you think you need to do to lose weight, it's like, oh Christ, I don't have time I'm not going to go carb free to the holidays. You see? And so the plan you're thinking of is preventing you from starting it because you don't want to do it in its most simplest terms. And it's just most obvious during the holidays though. But you just you bullshit yourself differently the rest of the year. Because how many times this year have you started a plan for real? And it gets less and less and less each and every year. But it's because there's no perfect day because your perfect day is Monday. And Monday you jump into your plan 100% being perfect. You're going to be 100% perfect until you reach your goal weight. That's why you don't want to start. It's too overwhelming. It's too much. So how do you start? What's the alternative? It's not like, oh, just start today because you can't start today because your perception of losing weight is built around the perfect plan. That's where you're broken. That's where your mindset's broken. And so what's the alternative to that? Program Yourself then is an alternative to that, where it's a little more comfortable to start not waiting for the perfect day. Why? Because when you start Program Yourself then, you're not changing everything all at once. But program Yourself then, you're not diving into a strict meal plan starting tomorrow. Well, how am I going to lose weight, Jim? By doing small systematic things differently over time, consistently. And so Program Yourself then Say you're just up to here with holidays and bullshit and stuff to do. You're up to here. Well, could you listen to a 5-minute hypnosis session in the morning? Could you listen to a 10-minute hypnosis session each week? If you're stressed out and up to here, that actually helps you. You dedicate the 5 minutes to and you relax and you calm down. Do it right now. Relax your shoulders. Relax your jaw. Relax your chest and your stomach. Take a deep breath in. And slowly let it out. How many times a day are you doing that? How many days a week? 0, 0, 0. You haven't relaxed in what? Months? Years? Decades? What the fuck are you doing? How are you going to succeed when you're a stress case? You're a big ball of stress and nerves. How are you going to succeed? How are you going to eat better? How are you going to live healthier? So, again, the perfect time thing is it goes hand in hand with the perfect plan. And so, yeah, what's the alternative is that you don't have to have a perfect plan. How about what if you felt 15, 20% more relaxed each day? Would that help you lose weight? Just that alone, just magically? Probably, right? Because the more relaxed and calm you are, the healthier choices you make, just automatically. But you're not relaxed and calm, and you're doing nothing to make it happen. You're not dedicating any time in your life to being more relaxed and calm. I can almost guarantee it. So that's how you deal with that. There's Kent. Ken says, 5th week of PYT. First 2 weeks, I had 3 pleasure days, then down to 2. Starting week 3, easier for me. Kent, that's perfect. It's funny you say that with the pleasure days too. I was just reflecting on that last night. I literally have had a straight week of eating pretty shitty. And again, when I say pretty shitty, it's relatively. Again, my eating shitty for a week's probably a lot better than the vast majority of people's. But for me, it was an off week of eating for a lot of reasons. But I was thinking, I'm like, oh, okay, tomorrow I'm going to get back on my track, start my week off, my clean days. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. And it brought me back to when I first did clean days. It was 1 a week. It was just the idea, like, I'm going to get 1 day where I'm just going to get through the day clean. That was a big deal for me. And then I built it up. So perfect job, Ken. That's the perfect way to approach it, I believe. Exactly what you're doing. It's exactly what I did. Melissa says, I rarely get full, always have to stop eating consciously. Suggestions. Yeah, sure. My suggestion, again, with Program Yourself then is unique because we're more focused on managing your hunger than fighting against it. Most dieters are really just fighting against their hunger, trying to not eat for as long as they can. And so it's really important, I think, that, again, you dieters never try to manage your hunger. Subconsciously, low key, you're always fighting against it. You're trying to get yourself really hungry because you associate the hungrier I am, the more weight I'll lose. So I don't believe in that. I believe that you got to manage your hunger very specifically. And Program Yourself in the Mastery Program, that's one of the things we do, is you work on your eating blueprint. And the eating blueprint is really designed to let you know clearly for you personally what at breakfast works for you to eat that comfortably gets you to lunch. What at lunch can you eat to comfortably get you to dinner? It's a little bit of a process you got to figure out. But once you got that, that's really important. And so if you rarely get full, the first thing I'm thinking is probably my first path I would go down is that you probably have a diet that consists of a lot of processed foods, most likely. Because processed foods are built to be eaten and not satisfy us in the simplest way. Billion-dollar companies and labs are behind foods that do not fill you up. And so my first suggestion when people are hungry all the time is to start adding more whole natural foods into your diet, specifically fiber, one of the biggest ones, and start to get a sense of what fills you up and what feeling full feels like, and start to set that as the goal. That would be my first suggestion to you. So again, without knowing what your typical diet is and how you eat, it's hard for me to answer this really accurately. So I'm kind of just assuming a bunch of stuff based on the typical American diet. But again, if you're always hungry, my first stop is say, like, okay, is there a way I can eat where I start to feel more satisfied and full? Because that's going to be your easiest path forward. And for the vast majority of people, I rarely have seen someone who eats a high whole natural food diet that struggles with that to the level that people eating processed food do. So that's my suggestion. What is the price? The price of the hypnosis program is $97 at the moment. That will be going up. So Again, it's an intro early bird price for you all who are on the podcast, my email list, whatever else. And they'll probably be ending next Sunday. So you all know. And that's lifetime access too. Yeah, Mark says, thanks, Jim. I'll email you. Yes, and I will fix it. What's up, Hannah? Hannah says, hearing that hurts. It's in the best way. Yes, that's always good. Exactly. Lynn says, hi, Jim. After your 8-week program that I'm in right now, what happens? Okay, what happens in the 8-week program? Now, it depends. If you're in the hypnosis version, either way, you're going to have lifetime access to whatever you got. Okay, I just want you to know that. And if you're in the hypnosis version, I can restart you again if you want. Just email me and I'll restart you and start getting the emails again. You can go through it again. If you're in the mastery program, again, you'll have lifetime access to that and I can restart you in that as well. And if you want to continue, I will have this week, the Thrive program will be available to you as an option. And what that does, it basically just keeps it all going. So, each week you get kind of a lesson, a hypnosis session based on that lesson. So, like right now, each week you get a core weight loss mantra and then you get the daily ones that just continues, but it's all new ones forever. So, that'll be something that you will have an option. You'll get information on that when you get to the end. So that's there. Hannah says, I have to work during the call today, but this was exactly what I needed to hear this afternoon. Super, Hannah. Good job. Happy to hear that. What's up, Karen? How's it going? Karen says, I replaced potato chips with pickles and like it better. Also uncooked broccoli with garlic cheese. Great job. That's what I mean. And again, you say, oh, that sounds gross to me. It doesn't matter. That's for Karen. You know what I mean? Everyone's different. Everyone's got their what works for them. I feel like I changed the color on this and made myself look weird. But yeah, so great job, Karen. And that, let me just speak to that real quick, because again, as a dieter, you just assume this one size fits all plan is going to work for you. But I don't believe that. I believe that you need to figure out specifically what works best for you, not just with weight loss. Okay. But also, not just if you lose weight, but also, is it comfortable? Is it sustainable? Is it enjoyable? That too. And once you figure out and understand exactly what works for you, you're good. Is that a weird way to think? Oh, I see. Yeah. Broccoli with garlic cheese spread. Sophie, how's it going? I've been working on hypnosis and it's not stopped snacking, but it's worked for overeating. I put the form down so much sooner. Yeah, but I'm still snackish. That's okay, Sophie. Again, things happen sequentially. We can't change everything all at once. So that's typical that when we start changing something, some things change easier than others. So we enjoy the things that change easy and celebrate them. And then we put extra energy into the ones that take longer. That's just how it goes. Again, there's no magical, hypnosis has magical effects, but it's not magic. Sometimes it works magically and just fixes things. And sometimes you got to spend extra energy on other things to fix them. No big deal, but great job with the overeating. And as you get a handle on that, then you start focusing more and more on the snacky. What's up, Tristan? Tristan said, the thought of Thanksgiving is making me unmotivated to stick to my goals now. It's a mental thing. Yeah, exactly. I get that, Tristan. A lot of people in that way. Most dieters have checked out now until January 1st. I know this. I see all numbers. Folks, I do this, I do a podcast every day. I got, tons of TikTok. I got tons of stuff out there. So I start to notice big macro trends that you probably wouldn't recognize in your world. And what I can see is always about halfway through November, the vast majority of people just check out when it comes to weight loss. Why? Because they look at it as an either or. Either I'm focused on losing weight and I can't enjoy Thanksgiving, or I can enjoy Thanksgiving, eat what I want. I'm not going to pay attention to losing weight. And you live in this either or, all or nothing mindset. Yeah, it's a mental thing. Absolutely. I don't feel that at all. I will eat more on Thanksgiving than I do usual Thursdays. That might trigger a little extra eating that weekend. And then I'll be right back on track. Then December will come. And as I get probably 2 weeks out from Christmas, I'll kind of loosen up a little bit. I'll eat more bread, eat some cookies, drink some more wine occasionally, whatever. And I'll do that for a couple of weeks. And then I'll get right back on track. But the whole time, even when I get a little bit off track, it's a little bit off track because I'm still in the game. The next 8 weeks, the next 8 weeks, I'll drink exactly as much water as I always do. Every single day for the next 6 weeks, I will drink the exact same amount of water I drink. I will sleep the same as I always do. I'll get the same amount of sleep. I will relax and do my breathing exercises every single day of those. I'll meditate. I might meditate a little bit less, maybe. I will move just as much. I'll go for walks, play basketball, do different stuff I do. I will have my normal breakfast 90% of those days. My salad for lunch, I'll have them 85, 90% of those days that I typically eat them. I'll overeat a little bit here and there, but I'll still be in the game, firmly in the game. Will I be as clean as I am in the middle of May? Probably not. But who gives a shit? Now compare that to what all you dieters are going to do. He's going to check out for what, a month and a half until what, by the way? What happens in January? And how's that worked for you? How does waiting till January work for you? The last 20 years you've done it, how the results been? Maybe it's time to do something different. What's different? How about you listen to a hypnosis program during the holidays so you're more relaxed and calm during the holidays and naturally making better food choices? Is it the most weight you could possibly lose? Maybe, maybe not, but you'll actually do it. It'll help you enjoy the holidays more. You'll feel like you're somewhat on track. You'll start the new year with some momentum. Nah, Jim, I think I'll just wait till January. I'll be here January 1st too. So whatever. You'll just be a month and a half behind everyone else that started this week. That's all. That's fine. You like waiting? Cool. I know you dieters are really patient, so why not? Yeah, just wait another 6 weeks, 7 weeks till you start losing some weight. Hey, dieters, right? Very good. Hannah says, thank you so much. I'm removing the perfect day from my vocabulary. I would love that. The perfect day, by the way, you can keep the perfect day, but just redefine it and let the perfect day be the day that I was engaged with my health and my weight. And the perfect day, maybe I drank my water today. That's it. Ate a bunch of cookies and bullshit too. I'm going to do better tomorrow on that, but I drank my water, went for a walk, got some sleep, whatever. So the perfect day can be today. Just do something. Again, one big difference with programming yourself then versus a diet is a diet you're expecting on day one, you're going to get 100% better. And you're going to be 100% better each day after that until you get to your goal weight. With programming yourself thin, the day one, you're getting 1% better. And day two, you're getting 1% better on that 1% better, and so on and so forth. The difference being that it's way more comfortable and realistic. Nah, Jim, when I do it right. I jump all the way in and I do it right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Go fuck off with that. Cause I'm not impressed by that. Cause what that means is that 95% of the time you're just waiting, doing nothing. And you jerk yourself around thinking like, oh, when I do things right. I go all the way in. I'm 100% keto and and it's like, you're so like, you build it up in your head and like, you're proud of it. But when you take a step back and zoom out, you're like, yeah, you're perfect 5% of the year. Who gives a shit? That's not going to get you any results that you want. So, again, I know that perfectionists, because I get a lot of perfectionists. And so I know a lot of perfectionists jerk themselves around by really like, you come up with this idea in your mind that being perfect is it's so highfalutin, because when I do things, I do them right. You know what I mean? You get this perfect voice in your head and it's like so smug. Why? Because when you do it for that week, you do it perfect. When you do it for that month, you do it perfect. And then the other 11 months, you don't do anything. So I don't know. I mean, that approach doesn't make any sense to me. Steph says, can you tell us where to get the self-hypnosis apps? Which ones are good? To get the self-hypnosis apps, I don't even know. And I think they're all bullshit. I hate to say it. I'm off the reservation. I don't give a shit. I don't like any other hypnotist except me. That's not totally true, but it's totally true. It's very true. Okay. It is. I don't care. And this is why I say this. Are there better hypnotists than me in other areas? Sure. But I think hypnosis is partly the ability to speak in a way that can go into the subconscious mind. So there's speaking patterns. There's the tone of my voice. There's the volume of it. There's if you like my voice or don't like it. Okay. And so I think in that case, I'm one of the best hypnotists on the planet. No doubt about it. However, the other side of hypnosis you've got to remember is what is the person's expertise in the area that they're working to hypnotize you on. So for example, if you go to a hypnotist who's 100 pounds overweight, you say, okay, they got a nice voice. I feel good when I listen to them. I'm just relaxing, all the rest of it. But what are they saying to you? What do they know that I don't know? What's their expertise? And this is unfortunately where I find most hypnosis is that it's a lot of people saying things that sound good on paper, but don't really work. And so I think that's where I'm unique. I've been a professional hypnotist for over 20 years. I'm one of the highest paid hypnotists on the planet right now. And then there's what I'm saying though. I've been obsessed with weight really my whole life, but especially the last 30 years. And I've been doing this professionally for 20 years. Like helping people. I've had Program Yourself as a program for over 20 years. I've done almost 6,000 private weight loss sessions. I mean, there's not that. I made my AI clone. There's over 12 million words of it. That's just from 2 years of me tracking coaching calls, podcasts, trainings. That doesn't even include the first 18 years. So, when we talk about hypnosis, it's not just the sound of my voice, my ability to deliver the inductions and suggestions. It's what the fuck am I saying? And that's where I think everyone falls short. That's why I Program Yourself Thin. It's who is out there talking about weight mastery? Who's out there talking about living at your goal weight on near autopilot? Yeah, I don't see a lot of people. So, again, for me to tell you about the self-hypnosis apps that are good, I don't buy into them. They're helpful for some things. They're really good. Relaxation, any of them. De-stressing, any of them. Feeling a generalized, more confident, happier, any of them. But if you're looking for actual changes in your weight, I just think happy horseshit sessions by themselves aren't going to do anything for you. I think you have to have a real strategic system for how you're looking to create change. That's why my hypnosis system for weight loss is very strategically built to the point that it's the most comprehensive weight loss program on the planet. And I challenge you, if you find a more comprehensive weight loss program than mine, I'll give you away $100. You don't need to buy anything. Just send me the link. Let me see it. If it is, I'll give you $100. You're never going to find it because Program Yourself Thin, there's 8 weekly sessions that each session is built around a core weight loss mantra. Because the way you think is you think in mantras. You just say kind of phrases over and over. And one of them, I just want to lose weight. I just want to lose weight. I just want to lose weight. Stuff like that. Okay. But they're not effective mantras. So I install 8 core weight loss mantras in your mind. Each week you listen to one and you listen to as often as you can. It's 10 minutes long. That's the core of the program. And then each day, each morning, you get a 5-minute kind of morning boost. Each session's different. Each session's built around a different weight loss mantra. So by the end of the 8 weeks, you've got over 60 weight loss mantras floating around in your brain. Over 60 times you've relaxed and calmed down, turned your attention inwards, learned how to relax your body, be more aware of what's happening inside you physically, mentally, and emotionally. New ideas running through your mind automatically. And as you can imagine, that creates change. There's no magical session or 3 sessions I could give you that's going to change everything. So, are you excited for RFK? Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting too much RFK if I had to guess. Ken says about 2 pounds per week, but better than that. I really feel good about myself. Nice job, Ken. He says, wow, that's awesome. Congrats. Jody says something happened to the microphone. Oh shit. Better now. No idea what happened. That's weird. Santina says living at your goal weight, never heard of. You're a real gym, the program. Love the program. Yeah, Santina's in the program. Again, I mean, it's little things like that, but it's always mindset. I mean, mindset is, I was thinking this today. I was waking up this morning and I was thinking that, like, I think of reality like Matrix like. I don't know if y'all know the Matrix, right? But basically I think of reality like a computer software. So there's the interface you see, right? So even on your phone, right, you're scrolling, you're doing all sorts of stuff, but there's code behind the interface that's running everything. Okay. And so it's like that with our behaviors. You're very aware of the behaviors on the surface level, like what you're eating and how you're living and all the rest of it, but you're not really aware of the programming in the background that's creating all the behavior. And so it is your mindset, is your subconscious programs that run on autopilot that are generating the feelings you typically have and the behaviors that flow out of them. And so what you're trying to do, I refer to this as a top-down, bottom-up strategy. Most dieters are a top-down approach. Okay. So you're not thinking about your mindset. You're not thinking about your lifestyle. You're basically just saying, okay, I got unhealthy cravings. I got unhealthy habits. I got negative mindset, but I don't give a shit about any of that. I'm just going to fight against all that with my willpower. I'm going to use my willpower and fight against all that. I don't care how I feel. Don't care how I eat. Don't care what I'm craving. Don't care how hungry I am. I'm just going to control my eating. And how's that working for you? It doesn't work well. It doesn't last long. And that's the top-down approach that dieting is drilled into your head. Program Yourself Thin uses a bottom-up approach, right? And so the bottom-up factors primarily are your mindset, how you think about yourself, how you think about your motivation, your habits, your emotions, your literal thinking, what you actually think. We focus on those things. Then we focus on your lifestyle. We improve that systematically. Then we focus on how you eat. And we change all those things so that they change the bottom-up factors, so that you start to feel more clear-headed, more energized, happier, more comfortable physically, hormonally more balanced, hunger-wise, more in line with the hunger that's going to get the results you want. So it's a more holistic, comprehensive approach that really focuses on a lot of the subtle things that lead to the behaviors, as opposed to you being exhausted, dehydrated, malnourished, feeling super negative, emotionally all over the place, hormonally all over the place. And then just saying, okay, magically I'm using my willpower and fight against all that and just make myself do the right thing. And that's dieting in a nutshell. And when I put it that way, I hope it's obvious why that wouldn't work, Yeah, Jen says the holidays are so much more exciting having a plan versus knowing I can enjoy the holidays and maintain my long-term goals. Of course. Program Yourself Thin people will go into the holidays knowing that, yeah, this is a period of time. It's kind of like the holidays almost become like the pleasure day version of the week. You know what I mean? Where we don't just totally lose control. We have a plan for how to actually not be perfect, right? I like to sometimes refer to it as like planned imperfection. Because you dieters, it's either all or nothing, black or white, perfect or nothing. But in reality, you're going to be well served by having some gradient options in between. Where, yeah, maybe you're not feeling 100% on track, but you're not 100% off track either. Maybe you're 60% on track. You know how important it is to be 60% on track all the time? Because then you'll still be perfect sometimes too. But if like your minimum is like, I'm still 60% in the game. You ever thought of that? You never do. Because again, when it comes to weight loss, let's say you're here, right? When you get fired up, you want to go all the way to perfect, right? But the real secret to changing your weight is to improve the bottom. So you're less and less and less and less and less nothing. That's the real secret to mastering your weight. What's up, Sherry? Sherry from the program here. You've changed my life from how I view food to how I live. You've also helped me learn how to really relax and notice where the tension is. Thanks. You're welcome. That's awesome. That's super great to see. Let me give it a screenshot. That's awesome. Yeah. It's always fun seeing people thriving, obviously. Taking a few screenshots. That's my worst thing. I know I've said that I'm going to get better at this, but about other things I'm focusing on. But all my testimonials, I got to like get more of those from my people. But anyways. 107. Gotta get out of here. All right. Got a lot of stuff to do. A lot of stuff in the background. So again, if you're not in my world, please click the link in my bio. Go get on my email list at the least. All right. If you're on my email list, you get the program. But anyways, make sure you got my email list. It's free hypnosis session, free video, free emails I send you. I give you free little gifts along the way. Randomly, I got some cool things coming for the holiday season. And some other little surprise bonuses. If you like this here, I'm here every day, Monday through Friday, typically around noontime. So feel free to pop in here and ask whatever questions you may have. And this is a podcast actually. So I take this audio and I put it up the podcast. So if you ever miss it, want to listen to it, listen to old ones, you can search Program Yourself Thin on any of the podcast platforms, and I'm right there. And I can help you through that as well. Sherry says, tomorrow's my birthday and it'll be the best one yet. Well, happy birthday, Sherry. That's awesome. I'm excited. I'm glad to be able to help in the way that I'm able to help. That's so exciting. And it's always fun to have birthdays when you're feeling good. Right. So anyways, Vicky says, hi, I'm looking to continue. We'll email you as to the best option. Oh, okay, Vicky. Yeah, great. Yeah, the best option. I think your waiting was perfect because I just finally made the tough decision that I am going to shut down the PYT club. I'm sorry for anyone in it. I will do everything I can to make it comfortable to get into the Thrive program. So I want you to know that. But the Thrive program, I've cut down into levels 2. So I feel really good with where everything's at now. I feel this is comfortable. It's a good price moving forward. I feel like it's fair. I apologize for the PYT club people. Like I said, though, basically you're going from $19. The PYT Thrive is $47, but you're getting way more value. It's really exciting. It's brand new lessons. It's going to be more of a focus on really mastering the Program Yourself Thin material. Will be weaved into that program. You'll get weekly hypnosis sessions, new ones each week. You'll get daily hypnosis sessions. Nope, no more PYT app. That's about gone. However, I never get rid of anything unless I got something better to replace it, which is where we've been with that friggin' Nudge app. Where I'm going to be going, and I'm pretty sure, I guess I can officially say it now. I think I pretty much made the decision, is I'm pretty sure the app we're going to use is called Circle, and it is a membership app. And so what we'll be able to do is use that, and it's way better than Nudge, in my opinion, for a lot of reasons. And it's going to really kind of transform the entire Program Yourself Thin experience. And certainly clients will be in there for sure. But I do believe that I will be able to have a free tier for everyone too. I'm thinking that. Don't hold me to that, but I'm pretty sure if I understand it correctly. I know, Wasabi. I'm sorry. I know. Hey, Jim, I just got used to Nudge. I know. And I know. I get that. Change is always hard. But yeah, it's going to be better. The Circle app's awesome. And so what this is going to allow us to do, the Nudge app really was good at sending those messages each day. And that's about it. Okay. What Circle's going to allow us to do is you'll be able to get links right to the podcast episodes if you want to see them. It'll be kind of a unifying force. And so it'll kind of tie everything together. I'll be able to communicate through that. So when we have our calls and classes, I'll send you a link straight to it. You'll be able to connect with other people, just anyone in general, people that are in your program specifically. It's an easy way for you to kind of connect with them. I'll be in there all the time because I'm using a Facebook group, which I like, but it's just Facebook. Hey, Facebook's for all about Facebook. And so it's not really good for what I want to do it. So I know, Wasabi, I think you're going to like it a lot more. All right. So again, I would never do anything that I thought was worse. And I think this is far superior. And on top of it, it'll be a quick way for you to kind of access Gym AI. That's kind of coming too. And that's going to be really exciting. So that'll be put in there. Will you send us a link for that Thrive, the $47 one? Yes, absolutely. I know I sent one out last week where it was $97 for Thrive and Gym AI. What I've done is I've separated those two because I know there's some people that just don't really care about that and they just want to get in the program. So the Thrive program will be there for $47 right now. And the club is going to stop, and it'll be like that a little bit, but a lot better, basically. And you'll get access to, there's weekly calls that are really exciting. The Tuesday call, you'll get continued access to that. And then Monday we have calls, which are deep dives into different books and just deeper dives into different subjects that I don't get to usually do. So I do that for my Thrive members. You get access to just like a library of lessons. It's awesome. There's a year-long deep dive program. There's a lot of stuff with it. Okay. And so I don't want to get into it. I don't want it to sound overwhelming. Because again, like all my programs, you can meet it kind of you meet it where you're at. And if you just want to do the weekly hypnosis and the daily hypnosis, you can do that. And if you want to go in depth, there's materials to go in depth with it. But the cool thing is going to be the membership app's really cool because I'll be able to be in there more and I'll be able to kind of go, I'll be spending a lot of time in there. This is really my legacy program, is the Thrive app, because it's low enough price that anyone that's been in Program Yourself in the mastery program can continue with it. And that's my goal. for people that want to stay in this community, in this world. This will allow you to do it. And I think it's an awesome program. It's just going to get better and better. So that's what I think. I know, Cindy. Now I'm overwhelmed with all the new PYT stuff. It sounds overwhelming. It's actually less overwhelming. I know that because I've been overwhelmed myself. And so basically there's Program Yourself, then the Hypnosis program. There is the Mastery program, the Weight Mastery program, which if you've all been in the $300 version, that's what you got. Okay. And then the Thrive program. That's it. That's all there is. And so the Thrive program is for people that are graduates of the Mastery program. So that's it. Then the club's going to be gone. That'll become the Thrive program. And I always thought, like I said, I'll keep the Thrive or the club just for people that want a low touch. But it just turns out that people that do that, it's not the value I want it to be. So that's what it is. But so it's really exciting, and I think you'll all like this. I know you will, because this has been the big shift this year. I've really been paying attention. I've been in the program because I've been doing the group version now for 2 years. And so this year, especially, a lot of people have been in the program now for a year, 2 years. They let me know what would really be helpful to them. And that's what the Thrive program is really going to meet. And so I've got it set up to really kind of, it's awesome. Because even like one kind of cool thing about it too, that's really coming, I'm so excited about this, is that when I do lessons now, when you're in the Thrive program, a lot of the lessons, like the book reviews, anyone can get them. So you'll all be able to get them. But when you're in Thrive, I will have like kind of outlines for you so you can use those to learn quickly, even if you don't want to listen to the whole training. There'll be hypnosis session based on that. So if you just listen to the hypnosis session, there's no way to input it. And then the AI, Gym AI is nuts. And so that's going to be weaved right into the program. Now you don't have to have that, right? But if you want to use it, which I would suggest, the way the Thrive program is built is that there'll be questions, there'll be prompts that you use with Gym AI. So each week we're going into a topic and you're deep diving into it with Gym AI. So it's really cool. And I'm kind of curating that whole experience for you. And so I love it because like even right now we're going into holiday related trainings each week. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, that's what Thrive's going to be. We're going to use all the things that are in the Program Yourself then Mastery program, but then we're going to apply them specifically to, for example, November 12th. What's this week's unique challenges? Well, this week's unique challenges are kind of calming down and recovering and letting go of Halloween, get ourselves back into normal, and then starting to prepare for the holiday season coming up. So you mean, so like each the year kind of reveals what things we should be focusing on and working on. And so the Thrive program will be a way for you to really just go into more mastery with the material because you're applying it to specific contexts, right? So the lessons aren't just general. It's saying, okay, here comes the holidays. Oh, okay, here's the beginning of the year. Now it's, whatever, here comes springtime and here's different holidays and different situations that go on throughout the year. You're applying them there. And then you got Gym AI if you want to get that. Gym AI is nuts. It's so crazy to watch this, by the way. It is insane. And so, like I said, for all of you people that have been in the program, I got a trial of it coming out. I'll probably give you like a 48-hour trial of it so you can test it out. This thing is nuts. And I don't want to just give you a trial of it, though. I want to give you a trial of it taking you through a process. So that's why it's just taking me a little bit longer. And so it's going to be really cool. So anyways, so Julie says, if we pay for the program, we don't have to buy again. No, you never, ever, never have to buy again. I just want to make crystal clear about that. When you're in the membership, when you buy either the Hypnosis program or the Mastery program, it's lifetime access to both of those. And so, for example, the Mastery program, I'm planning on redoing all those trainings over the next month or so, and those will be in there, and you'll be able to just use those. And if you choose to, you say you don't even want to do the Thrive program, you will have the opportunity to go back through the Mastery program using Gym AI, and there'll be a fee for that, okay, because it does cost me, a bit of money to have an AI clone, but you will have that option. And if you don't want to use that, you'll still have access to all the updated training, okay? So yeah, so it's gonna be good. Roger says, I'm 109 kilograms. What should I do? I would suggest click the link in my bio and go get the hypnosis session I get. Dad said, how is your boot camp going? Boot camp is going awesome. Boot camp is going awesome. So that has been crazy. That's the first time I ran the boot camp. It was a 4-month boot camp, which I thought was like one of the perfect amounts of time for me to work with someone. And so we put some initial people into the program, and it's been crazy because I've never been able to I just got a message. I don't know what I mean. This is the most like I have to work with me privately is $25,000. Okay. And that gets you 12 weeks of access to me each week for an hour and a half. Right. You get the program and all that stuff too, but basically you're paying for me to work on you for an hour and a half every week for 12 weeks. Okay. And so with the boot camp, and so that's an awesome thing. And that obviously gets tremendous results for people. The thing with the boot camp though, is that you're not getting me one-on-one, but you're getting access to me basically 4 times every week for 4 months. And so 3 of those times are coaching calls. And one of those times is specifically a coaching call, like just with the boot camp group. So it's really small. I keep it small. And so what happens there is you just get multiple touches a week. And that, as I expected, has gotten tremendous results for people. Because what happens is you're not able to get stuck really. You know what I mean? The most you're able to get stuck is a couple days. So yeah, the boot camp has turned out to be tremendous. I knew it was going to. And so the boot camp will be something that I continue to offer in the future, which is really a small cohort. Everyone starts at the same time and you're working in a small group, in a real small way with me. You have access to a ton of me. And yeah, it's amazing. People are getting tremendous results with that. And I'm blown away with it. I don't want to say I'm blown away because I kind of expected it. I knew this was going to work well because I knew the multiple touches a week was really the secret, and it has turned out to be. So anyways, a new boot camp will probably open up in January, right in the beginning of January. So that'll be a 4-month commitment that you'll be able to make if you choose to do it. And so if you're interested in any of that, obviously I'll send information out. There'll be a wait list again. Last time we did it, wait list started, and we closed everything up in a day or two. I think we filled up. So again, that'll be something if you're really looking to make a big commitment, to your weight, and work with me directly. That's a great program. So yeah, thanks for asking that. Anna says, how much do you know about emotional eating and its aspects? Yeah, I am, Anna. Sorry, I got caught talking about stuff. I am reading and answering questions, although I do have to get out of here. But yeah, I know a ton about emotional eating and its aspects. I would say that's pretty much that's my whole job, because I think I'm a big believer that all weight issues really come down to emotional eating, right? Because if you weren't emotional eating, you'd just be eating for nourishment. You would satisfy your nourishment and then stop eating, and you'd be at your natural weight. So I'm a big believer that pretty much all weight issues come down to emotional eating. And so obviously I got to be good at emotional eating factors. And I will tell you this real quick, that I think emotional eating in general, it's not about stopping it. It's about understanding it and preventing it. Right? The emotional eating is a symptom of a deeper problem in my world. And that's how I usually approach it. Right? Lynn says, will Nudge automatically switch over to Circle? No, it won't. And that's another thing. I'm going to talk to some clients and see what they think. What Nudge does is it sends a reminder out to your phone every day, for the each day's lesson, but you get emailed that same thing. And so it's a redundant system. You know what I mean? So you're still getting the daily things, but they're just going to your email, and the Nudge app most likely is just that's it. If you did want to keep getting like text message alerts to your phone for those sessions, I think what I'll be able to do is first I'm going to see if anyone's actually wants that. But if you do want that, that's not hard for me to set up so that I can literally just text you the messages that you're getting on Nudge right now. So, but that's part of me consolidating things, because the Nudge app causes more problems than anything. Even though I kind of look how it looks, just another app. It's another thing to use. And I'm going to replace that with Circle, which I think is a lot better. But it's a different purpose. It's not for me to send you messages every day like that. So again, that'll probably just come through your email. If people want the text messages, I can do that too. So I'll just see where people are at. But no, you won't automatically shift over to Circle. You'll have to go in there and set up your account. So it'll be a little bit pain in the ass for about 2 minutes. It's pretty easy too, by the way. And once you set that up, you'll be in there. And then what I'm really excited about is this was kind of the final piece to my plan, was to have like a community. And we kind of been testing on Facebook. I have 2 communities on Facebook, but Facebook just makes it hard because they won't send you the notifications sometimes. And it's real easy to get, I don't know, you're not seeing everything that's happening in the group. Basically, you see a couple things and you got to trigger your notifications to go. It's not set up for that. Again, they're focused on Facebook, not me. So, Circle is literally built to be a membership area. And I think I'm really excited about it because what I envision is that A, it's an easy way to speak to the people in the program and communicate with them and keep you up to date with all the different stuff going on. But B, is that there's people I've been working with now that have been in the program working with me for a year or 2. And they're really, really knowledgeable about Program Yourself Thin. And I have seen them really offer really valuable insights to people that are kind of new. And so that was another piece of this, that in a weird way, you might be able to connect with some, I don't want to say mentor, I don't want to be overstate it, but you'll see people in there that you'll be able to relate to. They're in similar situations to you that are further along in the process. And I think that is going to be really, really helpful. That and Gym AI. And I think this is the thing I always wanted to do. I always used to joke, I wish I could clone myself, because I know I try and create Program Yourself Thin to be a general program that anyone can take and succeed with, but that's really hard to do. And so it's so easy for me to just, if I could talk to one person, I can get to know them, understand them, and give them the right path forward. Program Yourself Thin, you got to make a generalized thing that can serve anyone. And it's hard. And so now this final piece here is allowing me to really scale the number of people I'm able to help, because A, there's Gym AI. Well, A, there's a program, which I've been working on for so long, that is set up to be generally good. But now you got Gym AI, which you can use that generalized program and go deep into what your specific problem is. And then there'll be other people that are kind of further along in the path for you, but are walking a similar path to you. And learning from them is one of the best things you can do. Is basically, it's a way to connect with role models, to hear how they're thriving with the program. And I think that, that is so exciting for me. Like I said, it really is, it's all just coming together so beautifully. And so I know it's annoying to switch an app, it's annoying to change things up, but this is going to be a good one, I think. And I see, Cam Potolo says, I like having both the email and the direct messages to my phone. And that's what I think I'm going to do. I think I will give you all the choice, because I know people are different, and this way it'll be better, that literally you'll get an email. And if you choose to, you can opt in, put your phone in, and I can text you those messages still. And the coolest part of that is going to be that Gym AI is going to be able to text you. That's going to be so crazy. You're going to love it. You guys are going to love it. It's like having me right there. It's crazy. You don't even believe it, but trust me, it's like that. It's nuts. So anyways, super excited about that. Cool. All right. Very good. Yeah. So, all right, everyone. Very good. I think I got everyone. Yeah. And if you're overwhelmed by the new PYT stuff, again, please don't be. It's not new to you. If you're already in the program, what's new is the app, the Circle app. Okay. And the Thrive program when you finish, if that's an option you'll have now. Okay. But in the moment, nothing's changing. Okay. Just that there'll be this app that's going to be right there as a community for you. So, and it'll just be more and more clear as we go forward. I get it. I get how it sounds a little confusing. So, all right, everyone. So very good. Have a super duper day. Again, if you're not in my world, click the link click on my bio, get the hypnosis session, watch the video, read the emails, and have a super duper day. And we'll talk soon. Bye, everyone.